And we are back, and this time I'm going to show you how to create this hidden text effect in Adobe Photoshop. So the way I'm going to show you is one way to do it. There are always many ways to create the same effect. I'm going to use this background color. If you want to use the same, here's the hex code. Now I'll create some text. Let me just call it hidden. And I use this yellowish color. Once again, copy the hex code if you want to use the same. I use this font, which is an embed font, Lucida Sans, and I press Ctrl T to resize it. And then I decrease the distance between the letters a little bit. -50 should be fine. So I can size it up a little bit more. Then I press Ctrl A and I align it to the center. I can do that when the move tool is activated with the top menu. Now let's use the pen tool. I click on the top, then I hold shift and I click at the bottom. So now I've got a straight line. And then I close the path, click on selection, just click on OK. So I've got everything selected but this box that I've just created. And now I use the gradient tool. And I've got a black to transparent gradient selected in the top menu. So if you don't have that, click on it and use it to create this line. So it's kind of like a shadow line. Press Ctrl T and I want to resize that so that it exceeds the size of the background. Something like that. And when I make it thinner, I'll just hold shift. That's how it works in this Photoshop version. Sometimes in other versions you don't have to hold shift. They change these hotkeys from time to time as far as I can tell. It's a little bit annoying, but in this version, as I've said, just hold shift. Let me make that 45 degrees. I can use the top menu for that. And I reposition that, maybe to this position, that's fine. I can copy the shadow line by simply copying the layer, so I press Ctrl J and I hold shift when I drag that to the right side so that it stays in the vertical line. Now I press Ctrl T and I need to rotate it 180 degrees, so I hold shift when I rotate it. And now this shadow line is on the inside, on the right, and on the inside on the left. That's what we wanted to have. Let me use the pen tool again. And I hold shift to create this box. Once again, selection, click on OK, 0 for the feathering, inverse the selection this time, so select inverse, then use the paint bucket tool, make sure black is your foreground color, and we want to have a layer mask. So it should be created on our shadow layer. As you can see, I've merged these two layers simply by selecting them and then pressing Ctrl E. You don't necessarily have to do that. But if you don't do that, you'll have to copy the layer mask and give it to both shadow line layers. I'll repeat the process at the bottom, so it's the same. If you want to reposition that afterwards, you can see that we've got on top the remaining lines. So you can just go back to your layer mask and use the brush tool, make sure black is the foreground color. And here you can just paint over it. It shouldn't affect the line that you want to have visible. The next step is to give the text a layer mask so that we can get rid of the parts of the end on the right side and the H on the left side. And I like to use the pen tool again for that. But as I've said, let's give it a layer mask first. Now zoom in. And now I draw this shape. Once again, selection, OK, inverse it. And now we can use the paint bucket tool with the black foreground color and click on it. Let me zoom in further and you can see that's not a great selection. So it actually makes sense to go a little bit into the blacks, so of the shadow line with your selection. So let me redo that, do it properly. I overdo it a little bit and you can see I'm totally now on the inside of the shadow line, and that's what you want to have. So again, I need the paint bucket tool with the black color, and now it looks perfect. Let me go to the right hand side and repeat the process. Always make sure that you are painting on a layer mask of the text layer, otherwise this won't work. You can also press Ctrl+Shift+I to inverse your selection, which I've done here. It saves you a couple of clicks. Alright, we're almost done, but we want to take a little bit of a look at the edges. Just use the brush tool, B is the short key for that, and I'll go down with the size here to 100. Black is my foreground color, and I paint once again on the layer mask, but this time of the shadow lines. And I go over that slightly so that these edges aren't that sharp. And this is it. This is how you can recreate this hidden text effect in Adobe Photoshop. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next time.